Hello, Potato. I am working on setting up the LEGO Winter Village, which means I need to build anything that's going into it for this year. Recently, this past Sunday, we built the Alpine Lodge, the new addition to the Winter Village this year, which was a pretty big set, 1,500 pieces. Took a little while to build, but it looked pretty good. But there's one more set I do need to build, and that is a much smaller one, which is why it's a weekday video, and that would be LEGO Creator Kit 40602, the Winter Market Stall. This was a promo kit, a gift with purchase on Insider Weekend and Black Friday weekend, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it pop up again before Christmas if they have any left. It was at the $170 level. This feels like this probably would have been more like a $100 level kind of kit a few years ago, but there were other things I wanted to get anyway, so it's fine. We'll be building those sets down the road. But the Winter Market Stall actually have a perfect place for it, I think, in the village. I have a little section. If you look at the past year's pictures on the Void of Intelligence Instagram, you'll see that there's a kind of an area that's set up as almost like a little food court sort of an area. And that's where this is going to go. It'll go at the end of that, kind of like almost like a centerpiece, creating kind of a circle of booths. I think most of those booths came from the Winter Village carousel, but a couple did come from an advent calendar. I don't normally buy the city advent calendars because how many like policemen and firemen do you really need? But to be fair, how many like Star Wars characters do I really need? But so this will look nice in there, and I am actually, I don't have a spare of it. I've gotten really bad over the last 2 years of not building promo kits unless I have a spare, and I just could not afford to get another $170 worth of stuff to get a second one of these to keep in box. So we're just gonna open up this one. Now, ironically, the Alpine Lodge was a thumb punch box, and this actually is a taped box. That's weird. I also don't know why they do so many of these as promo kits, not just sell them, because I think this is a cute little sale kit. They don't, other than the Winter Village, we don't get a lot of minifigure scale holiday stuff. It would be nice to get something like this just as you could purchase. I mean, it's also nice to get it with $170 worth of stuff, but sometimes you just can't afford to buy $170 worth of stuff. Now watch, I'm gonna go to Brickpalooza in the next couple of weeks, and there'll be booths selling these for like $20 or $30 or something. Basically, we have a kind of shot of the back of it. We do come with a couple minifigures. Looks like the child does have the bad legs, which to be fair, the Alpine Lodge set also had the child with the bad legs. Another snowman, which will just probably go into the Elsa versus the Daleks battle in my village. And I guess a little booth operative, or it doesn't have to be. She can be whatever you want her to be. Heck, you could swap their hair pieces and make her the, because she's not modeled or anything that like indicates female otherwise. I mean, there's no reason a guy couldn't wear that sweater. Or I suppose you could just swap his torso, and yeah, you have to swap the heads too, wouldn't you? You have to swap the torsos or the heads, because I mean, there's no reason someone with that haircut couldn't wear lipstick. I don't know. I'm not judging. It's not my place to judge. I am probably going to leave it the way it is. Well, the good news is, looks like we have no stickers. The bad news is we do have the return of the folded up instruction booklet just jammed in there. And being a promo kit, it does not have a QR code on the front, so you can't like register it properly in the LEGO Builder app and get 20 points for it because you didn't technically pay for it to begin with. Although my understanding is if you take back the kit you bought to get the promo kit, they won't take the promo kit back, they'll just deduct the value of it from the refund. So I mean, that is a roundabout way of purchasing the promo kit. Although I suspect you're, of course you'll lose your VIP point, or your insider points. Sorry, it's not VIP anymore, it's insider. You'll lose your insider points, but I can see them potentially maybe like flagging you for what would essentially be fraud. I mean, trying to get kits that aren't meant to be sold. I don't know. That also explains how people like a Brickpalooza get so many of the promo kits to resell. Interesting. All right, so 271 pieces. It's not very big. It shouldn't be very complex. It's only got 2 bags, plus of course the little bags of little bits inside the big bag. So I figure this should be, 20, 30 minutes my time, maybe 5 minutes of video. It should be nice and short. So yeah, with nothing else to say about it, let's go to the fast forward and get it built. And that was indeed a pretty quick build. 40602, the Winter Market stall, is now completed and ready to add to the village. And I think it'll just about perfectly fill in the space I have for it. So that's just a little toy stall. We have a rocket ship, a little toy soldier, train locomotive. We've got a number of, I only have a couple toy soldiers, but we do have a number of rockets and locomotives in the village also. Have a number of Christmas trees. Like way too many. Like I can't even use them all anymore because like every holiday minifigure scale set seems to come with at least one, and the advent calendars tend to come with them as well. I've got 2 different Marvel ones, 3 if you count Christmas Groot, and a number of ones from like the Harry Potter calendars and stuff. They're not necessarily super Harry Potter looking, and the way the Marvel ones are like Thanos's Infinity Gauntlet stuff, but they're definitely holiday trees, and I definitely have more of them. I also have a lot of snowmen, but at least I've put all the snowmen to use. There's a little section in the corner. It'll be in the, I think the front corner this year, or bottom corner, probably in pictures. It's Elsa and the Doctor battling Daleks with an army of snowmen, because why not? Although I do think this is actually a unique snowman build. I don't think of any that are quite like this one, with the little Technic pins for holding the arms in. And yeah, it's a nice one. It's definitely a different one. It's weird that there's like no like standard way to build a Lego snowman. Trees are fairly standard. A lot of them put together like this, but yeah, the snowmen are all different. But then we have the stall itself. It's got a little chimney up top there, or maybe that's supposed to be like a heater. I mean, there's nothing inside the stall that seems to be like for generating heat. We do have a couple presents hidden up in here, which is I actually think as many presents as there are in the entirety of the Alpine Lodge. The one thing I noticed, I was starting to get things ready to put the village up, and I noticed going through the instructions for, I think it was Santa's Visits kit from like 2 or 3 years ago, that the instructions for these used to have like little things to say inside them, like little references to why there was gifts there and stuff like that, and the Alpine Lodge didn't have that, and I don't think last year's kit did either. So that's an interesting thing they've gotten away from. I don't know why they did it to begin with. I don't know why they stopped. I just thought it was interesting that they stopped. Or I thought it was interesting that it had ever been there and I'd forgotten about it, and now they've stopped. And now I think it's odd that I've noticed it, that they've stopped. Whatever. But it's a nice little build, pretty firm and sturdy, pretty straightforward, and I think it will fit in with the stalls already in that area because they're all kind of this brown and tan wood as well. So it'll be a nice little kind of centerpiece to the, I call it the food court area, but obviously this isn't a food stall, so just the shopping area. I mean, it is predominantly food, but we do have one little gift shop as well. But it's nice. As far as getting it now, I mean, yeah, the 2 weekends that they had advertised it being a promo for are now past, but there's still, what, 3 or 4 weeks to Christmas, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see this pop back up again for another weekend, assuming they still have any. I mean, if they sold through them all, then obviously not. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see this kit pop up as a promo again before Christmas goes. But that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you found it all interesting and entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. If you do want to see this year's LEGO Winter Village, I will be posting pictures at some point on the @VoidOfIntelligence Instagram. Maybe by the time this video is posted, I don't know. But at some point, there will be pictures there of it in its new layout, in its new location. So it's going to look drastically different from last year because I'm setting it up on a different table this year. Not doing the like shelves and table mishmash I've been doing for the last number of years. This time it's all going to be on one table. I think I'm losing a little bit of space, but I think I can make it work, at least with most stuff. I do feel like next year we will have to retire something, but I'll make it work this year. I will definitely make it work this year, at least with all the buildings. There may be some small stuff that gets retired. Because a lot of the last 2 years, also a lot of it, the little claw pieces. Do I have one handy? I don't. Or I'm not digging around to look for it. A lot of the little claw pieces that grip onto stuff, like these pieces here, they seem to be degrading. They aren't actually snapping and crumbling, which I've had happen before as well, but they're like loosening up and they don't hold any tension anymore. And I think it's probably partially due with the way I'm storing it, but it's annoying. I'm gonna need to order a whole bunch of little grippy pieces there, or maybe look from the Brickpalooza to replace this with eventually if I want to keep using those pieces. Anyways, I've gone on. I started talking again, and I already said goodbye. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video.